Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Erico at Texas Beacon Real Estate. What you're seeing right now is one of our properties in Cleveland, Ohio. What we end up doing is getting a property, and unfortunately, we had a contractor technically run off with the money because once we got to the property, we realized there really wasn't much work done. There was a work supposedly done, but not much. And so this happens, unfortunately, in real estate. When you're investing out of state, you have to make good decisions. And so in this video, we'll give you the before and after the property, how the property looks, how the property looks amazing, 180 degrees completely different. I had hoped to kind of be in person on doing some of this video, but I just didn't get a chance to, and it took longer than I had hoped. I had hoped for a 90-day return, 6 weeks construction, in and out of that bad boy, and it's off into the running. This project ended up taking a year. I also have another project in Detroit that's taking over a year, and we'll be doing a video for that one next. This video is simply on this duplex. And upstairs, we end up getting 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. Downstairs, end up getting 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Great unit. I mean, to me, where I'm from, each unit would rent for $850 to $900 easy. In that part of Cleveland, it's about $750. Upstairs would be $900 to $950. Right now, Section 8 is on a 90-day system, right? So I'm talking to people who asked Section 8 to come visit their place in November. And let's keep it a buck. The virus changed a lot of landlords' priorities. And they said, you know what? Hey, if the government's going to continue to pay throughout this issue, this restrictions we're experiencing, I'm going to go ahead and let the government get on the government's wait list. Well, that's just it. The government was like, we're so backed up. It's a 90-day wait before we can even inspect the property to determine if you can be one of the projects that we would use that way. And so, another one is, I think Eden Project or something to that effect in Cleveland. They are also on a 30-day wait. So a lot of these companies and government agencies that would have guaranteed payouts, they're backed up. Everybody thought of that ideal, right? And so what you're seeing in this property is a property that's kind of standard for what we saw in the area is, what we would call a bando, or it needs a full gut, and this property really didn't need a full gut. By the time we got to the property, it did need some paint. It did need some walls. It did need some flooring removed, especially in the kitchen. It needed some work, and we got a really great deal for around $30,000, but it just blew my mind how difficult it was to secure great contractors. And 2, we had someone break into the property. We think it was a homeless person because they probably were just looking for somewhere to stay. They opened up a window, came in, realized the property was being worked on, and exit back out the property. So now we have a security system on the property. I'm also probably going to see, depending on how long it takes to get a tenant, we might have to put a Ring doorbell on that bad boy. And we just have to speak to the audience like, hey, keep it moving. Do not bother this property. Keep it moving. Kind of conversations through the Ring doorbell, unfortunately. Now, something I like about this property is the space, the sturdiness, the windows. I felt maybe one of the floors had a little slope, but the rest was absolutely perfect. There was no foundation issues. The floor on the basement was dry. There was a little water, but basically when I've come in there every single time, it's been dry. We put a new furnace in there. They had doors that you could use for storage in the basement part. I think there's future left in these old bones, as you would say. I think there's a future left in parts of Cleveland. There's still a future left in parts of Ohio. When I drove from Cleveland down to through South Ohio, I was just absolutely amazed at what's going on in Columbus and Cincinnati. I think you have companies that are down there putting a lot of money into those areas and doing a lot of revitalization. Because here's the short of it. Everybody says they're going to move away from home and they're going to go work in this other city. And people are creatures of habit. If their parents and their whole family live in Cincinnati and something happens to their parents, they're moving back. If their whole family lives in Cleveland and something happens to their parents, if they can't convince their parents and family to move where they are, they're moving back. So there'll be demand for a lot of these places to be revitalized, because if you can't convince your whole family to move, or your elderly parents to let you take care of them in another state, you may have to return to some of these areas. And again, that's just the way some people's retirement is. Like, if they have enough rentals, if they have enough pension coming in, they can return back to their old, stomping grounds. That happens, right? So with this property, I want it to be nice. I want it to be clean, safe, functional, and then a little extra pizzazz. I wanted people to really enjoy the property and stay for longer than a year, right? Some places have high turnover rates. I hopefully will get tenants who want to stay for 2-3 years. Stay and stay and stay, right? And how do we encourage people to stay? It's like having a really nice place that they're the first person into the new remodeled place and they treat it well. That's some of my hope. So, the basic numbers on this property, we got it for $32,000. We were originally supposed to put 12 grand into it. No, 15 grand into it. That did not go as according to plan. We gave 12 grand to our contractor. They claimed they did work, but we came in there, it looked like a mess. And then they still said we owed them more. So then, we went and got a different contractor in the area and gave them $26,000 for the project. Well, then we had some issues with the piping, had issues with the plumbing, and so had to put $3,000 more onto it. So a total bill of close to $30,000. Now you may say, well, Erica, geez Louise, you spent on this property, you spent $60. We spent close to $70. But with this property, I'm hoping for returns of $900 to $950 upstairs and $750 downstairs for the next 10 years or so, right? So this is something we're just going to keep and hold and let it just pay us out. Again, would I do this again? Yes, I would, now that I found a really reliable team of contractors that could do the work for me. So yeah, I would do this again. I would just pick an area again with a duplex, and as long as it's around the budget of $30,000, pick it up for $30,000, remodel it for $30,000. I don't see a problem with it. I would keep something like that for long term. So again, to be expected with these properties, these older properties, but you're looking for cash flow. You're looking for people who are going to stay in Cleveland for years to come. You're looking for cash flow. You're looking for people to make payments. And when the rent's kind of that low, you don't usually have that much of a problem. All our other tenants are paying except for one, and she's clearly a professional tenant in Detroit. So I hope this video was helpful. Hope you got to see the inside and out of this project and the before and after. The investment in communities are not cheap, but it's worth it. And so every house we repair on a block is one another family can move in and be proud of, and their children can play in the backyard and have a good life. So this is your girl, Erica Williams from Texas Beacon Real Estate. If you guys are interested in working with me on projects or working with me in investments, or you can always email us at admin Texas Beacon Real Estate or texasbeaconre.com.
Hey everybody, this is DJ the Money Coach coming to you to celebrate our victories with the Classy Climb. Over 9,000 views. Over 400 people attended the 2 webinars. Over 200 people downloaded the Family Finance 101 curriculum. That's 3 hours, 18 modules, teach you how to get your credit score 30 to 60 points higher in 60 days. Teach you how to become consumer debt free, pay yourself first, open a corporation, and leverage the tax laws through businesses, real estate. And to prove how that works, I've done it. And we'll do it for you with the digital Family Finance booklet. We'll give you a bonus complimentary consultation worth $1,200 with me and 2 other of our team members. We'll also give you this bonus webinar, but you got to hit the link now for the Black Friday special, and we will help you win in 2021. Hit the link. Come join us.